Hi everyone, I wanted to give a quick update before I harvest a lot of this. This tank that was the tall tank is now the shorter tank because that's the evolution of the plants. These are my butter crunch. They're coming up nicely and I happen to like the butter crunch. But wait, you see my rosemary back there? Let me see. Here we go. Here's my rosemary. Look how pretty. Finally, rosemary and rosemary. And that's the amaranth that was neglected. And I decided to put it in here and it's doing better. And my Paris lettuce. And some more kale coming up back there. But look at this. This is what I really wanted to show you. This lettuce in the front is getting harvested today. I mean, actually it's going to be my lunch. And what I plan on doing is cutting it low, like here, to see if it comes back if I cut the trunk, let's say, especially on this one and this one here. It's super little, and you see they get leggy and they fall over. If I let them grow, they'll become a nice head of romaine, but they're never going to make it to that. I'm going to eat before that. But look at these. There's only 4 lettuce heads in here. I say only 4. But look how gorgeous it is. And I have been harvesting it and eating this lettuce, and it's absolutely delicious. So I would recommend that if anybody's interested in growing hydroponically or even outdoors. This is dwarf butter crunch lettuce, and I love that. And let me jump over here quick. Finally the kale is growing. I almost gave up on this. It took a long time to get it to this point. And back there is the sage. It's hard to get everything. And then these are radishes. I have radishes coming up, and look at how strange it is. It's like they're all treated the same way, and one is staying like this. Have some microgreens. I think these are top soy. Some gourmet lettuce. I've been eating that as well. Let me turn the flashlight on, see if that helps. I'm not sure. More butter crunch, because that's what I'm after. Here's some more arugula. And look at my tomatoes. I moved tomatoes into here. Now, I don't know if I showed this already, but this is a unit that I made a while back. And I put all the tomatoes in here so that they would get the same nutrients. And one was started ahead of time, and as you can see which one that is. And I'm pretty sure that that's a different variety. I'm pretty sure that's the orange hat variety. So, and then there's, now that one in the back on the left, it was struggling for a long time, and I almost threw it out, and 2 days ago it started to perk up. So you never know with plants. A lot of times I just experiment and I leave them, despite what I think I should do. Like, it looks like it's dying. Should I get rid of it? And this is what I did with the frames. I linked 2 frames together. I used components of both frames, and then I just linked them together, so I have a nicer setup over here. And I'll flip over to the other side now. I'm going to start with down here. I don't know how well you could see this, but you see how big that pepper plant is in the back? Well, there's a pepper on it, so I'm excited about that. And then here's the cucumbers, but I don't think I'm going to get cucumbers from this plant. I don't think I'm getting cucumbers from this plant because I think they have to be pollinated, and I really can't tell which is which of the flowers. So I'm just playing around with it. There goes another flower. These are the flowers. Sorry for the non-professional video. That eggplant is giant. Actually, there's more than one eggplant back there. You can see this tall one. And then there's a shorter one. And then there's this one. And I just put it in an old snack jar. You know, one of those party mix jars you get, because it has a big reservoir and it can handle the one plant. And then, let's come up here. There's more of the same. There's some tomato plant. Actually, these were cuttings from the tomato plant, and I wanted to see if they rooted. So if they would root. So let's see that together, if they're going to root. Oh, that's crazy. They sure did root. Wow. And I've been checking the pH on these, and they're going very well. There's some more arugula coming up there. These haven't died, but they haven't grown. Those are the cucamelons. And then I have the cabbage, which finally got bigger. More arugula. And look at this. Now this is the big tank. That looks like Audrey 2, you know, Feed Me Seymour. Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors. And then all my lettuces back there, so that's going to be the weekend salad, because I have enough time and time again to have this. And some Swiss chard, some more Swiss chard way back there. And of course basil, because basil just takes over, and I have to savor the basil. I cannot let it die, and I cannot kill it. And I eat it every day. I eat it with both meals. I eat it for lunch and I eat it for dinner. And I still have plenty of basil. There's basil there, there's basil here. Because you could snip that and have it root and then just keep it. And what else do I have? I have some microgreens growing in here, but actually this is wasabi mustard microgreens. So, you know what? I'm going to uncover them now that they turned green and let them get some light. And then back here I have some mixed colored chard. And it's just in this little greenhouse until it comes up. And that's it. That's cucumber that I really pared down. And I said, let me leave it and see if it could survive after, you know, what I did to it. But I can't use more than one cucumber plant anyway. And that's pretty much it. And I just wanted to give an update before I harvest so you could see the progress. And I'm very happy with it. It keeps me happy. Keeps me busy. And, oh, Swiss chard too. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and you know what I'm going to say. See you when I see you. Have a good one. Bye. I forgot to show these. These are my bok choy plants. They were little tiny baby things. Look at how pretty that is. Ooh. Those are 6 bok choy plants. And we're doing pretty well. And this is, like I said, this is the unit that I built, both of these, and this is the one that I harvest from most days, you know, to have a salad. And I throw my basil in there, and I throw my arugula in there. And these are the plants I'm like, well, just put them in here. Don't kill them. Don't get rid of them, which I don't want to do. This is some more arugula growing here, and this is spinach, hopefully coming up. So anyway, I really wanted to show you the bok choy. I'm excited to have this. I love bok choy. It's so expensive though. Anyway, see you when I see ya. Bye. Just gonna stop saying goodbye. Anyway, I wanted to show that I got this pump, and it has 2 leads out of it to go to 2 tanks, which is great, but I wanted it to go to 3 tanks. So I got the connector. This is a check valve. on each one of these there, and I ran it to that tank, this tank, and I ran it to the tomatoes over here, so that I have one thing plugged in to have all the tanks have aeration. But you know what, they don't need it, but I like it. I like for them to have that, especially that the summer is coming and the water is going to get hot. And what I'm going to do in the summer is switch the lights so they come on at night and they go off during the day, which should help. So I just wanted to share that again. It's a simple pump from Amazon, and it worked out beautifully. Okay, thanks again, and I think this time I'm really going. No, I'm really going. Bye.